Hi there. I'm like a little ill-prepared here. So I wanted to come back and talk today a little bit about a question that I get, and I also see a lot of people talking about quite frequently, which is how to handle work days, and especially long work days. So I work from home. I have my own business, so I've got the flexibility of being able to take naps when I need to. However, I still struggle with, the sleepiness, and, I can't be taking naps all day. So there are definitely things that I try and I do that help. And I also worked in corporate America for many, many years, and had a couple things that I did to get through the workday there. So one of the things that you can do is take B12. It's inexpensive. You can't overdose on it, from what I can tell. And you just put like a little tablet or whatever under your tongue every once in a while. I find that it helps. Keeping hydrated is huge. I notice that days where I'm a little better hydrated, that those are better days for me. Obviously, naps are great. So when I worked in corporate America, I worked at a company where our lunch break was company-wide, and it was from 12 to 12:45. Everybody hated it except for me, because I loved that I got my consistent nap for 45 minutes every day. And I didn't have to hide or ask permission or anything like that. I didn't have any issues. I just put my headphones on with my Enya, and I would knock out, and I would wake up in exactly like 40 minutes. It was kind of crazy. So I recommend that, even though naps might be easy to take and you're thinking, oh, I don't need headphones, I can just knock out. I found the music and or earplugs really helped to stay in a deeper sleep or just get a more restful nap. So, and then also I would cover my eyes up with like a sleep mask. So that helped too. Another thing that I've mentioned previously is caffeine. Some people love it and some people don't. You're totally going to have to figure out what works for you. Some people find that that they have a little crash and burn after they drink a bunch of caffeine. Lately, I have really loved this tea. It's called Guayusa. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It's Guayusa. I got it on Amazon. I can put the name of it in the section below so you can look it up. It doesn't have a jittery effect, so I think that's probably why it's so popular. It might be kind of in the family of the yerba mate teas. I just like the flavor. It kind of reminds me of like a hibiscus flavor a little bit. So that's also something that I try. And of course, I mix this up every day. It's not always the same. And probably the number one thing, exercise. And I know you're probably like, oh my God, exercise. I don't want to exercise. I can't exercise. I'd love to, but I have no energy. Yeah, that's me. But looking back on the times when I was feeling the best and had the best days, were when I was regularly going to Krav, which is like Krav Maga. It's just a Israeli street fighting class, which sounds really dramatic, but it's great for fitness. And when I was going regularly, I was in the best shape of my life, and I was the healthiest, and I was sleeping the best. Mind you, this is before I was even diagnosed with narcolepsy, so I wasn't taking any medicine or anything. This is a few years before I was diagnosed, and I definitely noticed a marked difference. Of course, this is all in retrospect, and I'm now kind of preaching to myself like, yeah, Heather, remember you felt really good when you worked out. You should get up and go do something. So I'm right there with you if you're hating working out or feel like you can't. I too am starting back. So, and that, I think that's really it. I have mixed emotions about telling employers about what you're dealing with. I mean, if you absolutely have to, yes, I realize that there's like the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, where they are required to accommodate you. I just personally didn't want my my boss in on my business. I felt like, oh, I can handle this. That's just not to say that if I went back in corporate America right now, if I wouldn't need to take advantage of that. So yeah, take advantage of it if you need to. I just personally didn't, because I didn't think it was any of their business. So I also have like personal issues. If you look back at my earlier videos where I was afraid to tell anybody that I had narcolepsy because I thought my life was over. So, which is definitely not true. So that's it. If I have any more ideas, I will update this video, or I will add them below. But I am also working on a blog on a website, so all of my info will be in one place. And I just keep running into little roadblocks on that. But that is it. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye.